It's Memorial Day, and as I witness all of these New Jersey state legislators talk about how this is a time to reflect on the sacrifices that people made to secure our rights and freedoms, I have been going ham at them because it's the most disingenuous thing in the world when you really take into context the situation at hand right now. This is a follow-up to the Atlas Gym story that I've done like 3 videos on already, but I'm using as a mainstay for the it's just I think the strongest example of the government overreach that's taken place over the last 3 months here. Now, this is coming to us from the Philadelphia Inquirer. Court orders Atlas Gym in Belmar to close. Co-owner calls Governor Phil Murphy a slime ball. This is written by Bob Torone. Bob Torone? Torno? Torno. That looks like Torno. But here's the gym right here. And you can see it has a padlock on it. Like they've literally locked them out of their own building, as well as when the last video that I did on this, they had shut down the health department came and shut them down without an inspection, and they had sewer backup problems with paper towels in their sewage system. This is disgusting, utterly disgusting. And one of the something that came out since that video is that, the gym owners, one of the gym owners, he was convicted of killing a kid back in the day. Sad, very much so. Respect to the young man's family. I hope that they're doing well. But one thing has absolutely nothing to do with the other. All right? Let's get that really clear. So let's get into this. A judge has ordered Atlas Gym to close its doors after the Camden County fitness facility reopened this week in defiance of the state's coronavirus shutdown orders. In a temporary ruling released Friday night, Superior Court Judge Robert Lauji granted a request from the New Jersey Department of Health to place temporary restraints on Atlas, directing the Belmar Gym to remain closed to the public until the state allows businesses designated as non-essential to reopen. Lauji set a hearing date of June 8th. Once again, this is a small private business owner who has the government. And that's the thing, guys. So as this has played out, I've been very adamant that I don't feel like we should have gone as far as we did. I've actually started off from that position, going all the way back to the video that I did that only has like 30 views. What's it called? This is how the terrorists win, and that was months ago. Now here we are with the goal of flattening the curve and we got to get the infection rate down. Like the goal keeps moving. They keep, fiddling around and really flexing on just the regular New Jerseyan with, this overreach of power. And one of the sadder things to see is all these people happily relinquish that power. Right? Like the individual's power and the Karens that sit there and scream about masks and all of these different drone type individuals, the NPCs who just whatever government say, man, I gotta have government that actually have no fortitude of their own. It's sad. It really is. But we spent with the women's lib movement and all of these more inclined to fear people in positions of power. It's been destructive as hell. Like in this moment, we are baked in the relinquishing of rights, of those freedoms that everyone, all of these individuals will sit there and say how much they love and how much they care for themselves, but not for their fellow countrymen. And that's the problem. Oh my goodness, it's so infuriating. It really is. Ian Smith, that's the one who was involved with the kid situation. He went to prison. He served his time. Let it be. The outspoken co-owner of the gym called Governor Phil Massachusetts Murphy a slimeball in an Instagram video posted after receiving the order, calling the health department's attempts to close the gym flimsy and bogus. I couldn't agree more. Smith said he and his legal team would be filing an emergency injunction request in federal court within days, claiming he has been robbed of due process and his constitutional rights. He's not wrong. Like, they snatched them up quick and enjoy them for themselves, though. Like, it's so selfish. But you have people who legitimately feel as if the world should stop because of them. You know, because they're hurt, because they're scared. Like, other people shouldn't participate in living life and going after their freedom and enjoying their freedom because of a fear that you have, which is a precedent we've never set in this country. It's actually antithetical to the precedents and the pillars that have created this country. Smith said he and his legal team would be filing an... Okay. He also said he hopes to reopen on Wednesday. We're in this for the long haul. It's not about the battle. It's about the way. It's about the battle or is it about the war? I'm not sure. That's weird. Smith said the gym had been ordered closed by the Department of Health for violating the state's lockdown orders, but reopened on Friday after addressing a sewage problem attributed to its closure on Thursday. Yeah. Atilis has received spirited support from members. Belmar police arrested one gym member on Tuesday, charging him with violating Murphy's shutdown order and with obstructing the administration of laws after he declined to give officers his name. My goodness, they got charges for charges. Like, I talk about charge stacking on this channel a lot. They got charges on top of charges on top of charges, guys. Police said 5 others were issued summonses violations for using the gym. Owners Smith and Frank Trombetti also were charged with a disorderly persons offense Monday as a large crowd gathered out front of the gym on Browning Road. They have also been cited for defying the state's shutdown order. Several gyms across the PA region. Okay, that's Philadelphia, but we don't care about Philadelphia. During an interview on sorry Philly, but Jersey, it is what it is. Somebody got to care about us. During an interview on CNBC Thursday, Murphy said restrictions keeping indoor businesses like salons and gyms closed might be relaxed in a matter of weeks, not months, as the state gradually moves to loosen lockdowns put in place to combat the spread of the corona. You want to know something fun though? Like, of the numbers they have, right? Most of those numbers come from nursing homes. Like, the large amount of them come from nursing homes, and there is a gigantic scandal taking place right now when it comes to the nursing homes and who was moved where, and there you have people like Bill Spadia talking about, yo, yeah, like, a lot of the Republicans are screaming how Murphy has blood on his hands because of the disproportionate amount of nursing home fatalities when it comes to this. So once again, guys, this has been a mess. This has been a mucked up, muddled mess from the moment they got their hands on it. But then again, it's government. When the government gets its hands on anything, it's going to be a mucked up, muddled mess. And having someone like Murphy come in as he did, like, just buy a seat, purchase a seat outright. He did not earn his position as governor. He just came in and said, yeah, I'm going to buy all of this and all of these little minions, all of these elected officials, all of the state reps, all of the legislators. They're all going to sit here and they're all going to bow to me. And now, as the state, like, he's right now, he's talking about taking down, not taking down, I think he's proposed cuts to teachers, firefighters, and policemen. And guys, I gotta say, I'm not feeling bad for y'all. Would you like to know why? Because this is what you asked for. This is what we ended up with. I did my best back in 2016, 2017 to warn about this shit. And y'all were like, oh no, it'll be fine. This is going to be great. And now we're sitting here looking at financial collapse because he wants to drive the bus into the wall, the bus full of children into the wall. Phil Murphy wants to do that because he knows that he feels, because he's from Wall Street and Wall Street always gets the bailouts. He feels as if the state should just, like, the feds should just come in and save the state like Superman. And unfortunately, and I gotta say, like, I would hope that the president doesn't do it. I'm sorry, guys, but a hard lesson needs to be learned. It really does. This state is completely off its rocker when it comes to its political plantation and the bureaucratic industry that we have here. All the red tape. Yeah, it really does need to get cut back. Overwhelmingly, gym operators are doing the right thing. Overwhelmingly, there's compliance. Murphy said during his press briefing on Thursday, if you're indoors, you don't have ventilation. But that's such a dumb thing to say. He's a puppet. I've been calling this man a puppet for a very long time. I've been calling Phil Murphy a puppet for a very long time because he's not his own man. You know, like there is a difference. And that's, I think that's a huge thing. To wrap this around, because this is the end of the article anyway. To wrap this back around to what I talk about a lot on this channel, and the differences between masculinity and femininity. That's a big difference. Is being your own man, and whether you like the president or not, he's his own man without question. He has friends. He lets his friends do their thing, but for the most part, he is his own man. And unfortunately, when it came to President Obama and when it comes to a lot of the elected representation, not leadership, elected representation that we have, particularly in urban America, but throughout the country and definitely throughout this state, they are not their own person. They are somebody's puppet. And if this is what you get, this is what you end up with. So happy Memorial Day, New Jersey, because we've allowed this governor and our elected officials to get so powerful and so and so full of themselves that they will attack small businesses that just want to make a way for themselves. Particularly, once again, with the mortality rate being what it is, right? Because their number is like 10,000 and some change, right? But it's like 5,800 are were done in nursing homes, which means okay, so for everybody else, that's about like 4,000 bodies, bruh, in 3 months, bruh. Like, come on. I'm not, and that's not to be callous. It's not to be callous, but it is in the recognition that life is precious and life is to be enjoyed while we have it. So to sit in here and shutting the world down for months on end, this don't cut it. It really don't. What do I know, right? So, that being said, all the internet stuff. If you like the toss, like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and Like are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. And speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah, I'm so done with this. Like, if you say here, really put the body count, because it got so, oh, well, my uncle, my nephew, my cousin, all this other stuff. I get it, but relatively speaking, in a state of reportedly 9 million people, right? 4,000 in 3 months, bruh. This has been such a waste of time. It's been such a waste of time. But you may disagree, and that's what I have a comment section for. Knock yourself out. I'm definitely up in there. And until the next one, guys.